Haikyuu is a manga and anime written by Haruichi Furudate. This volleyball manga effectively gives the viewers a sense of escalation in the abilities of the main characters, primarily the protagonist, Shoyo Hinata. Hinata wants to be the ace of Karasuno, the person who scores the most points, because his idol, the little giant, was also the ace of Karasuno. The little giant and Hinata are both short players in a sport where height is advantageous, but both can jump really high. These similarities make Hinata want to be like the little giant. The little giant's playstyle is to score by hitting the ball off the blocker's hands. I personally expected Hinata to flat out copy this, but that's not what happens. Instead, Hinata takes the route of becoming the best all-around player. Volleyball is a sport that requires multiple skills, but Hinata has only 4. He's fast, he can jump high, he has a lot of stamina, and he has great instinct, which allows him to spike well. He can't do volleyball basics such as receiving, serving, or blocking. He can only do spiking. So, Hinata is a pretty bad player, but he is able to shine because his speed, jump, and instinct are all necessary to hit Kageyama's crazy serves. This creates a godlike quick. In this quick, his instincts allow him to spike with his eyes closed. While they are in the practicing phase, Hinata is forced to learn the basics of serving and receiving, though he isn't very good at it. Hinata becomes the decoy of the team instead of the ace. His small stature allows him to surprise his opponents, and once they focus on him, Hinata's teammates are left wide open. He also becomes a middle blocker. To increase the speed of the godlike quick, Hinata learns the minus tempo and infuses it into the quick. Hinata's reliance on the godlike quick becomes apparent when his opponents are able to get used to it and block him. Hinata is then forced to learn to spike with his eyes open instead of relying on instinct. He is allowed to do this through Kageyama's newly learned stopping toss. Though he initially struggles, he is able to master this and control exactly where he spikes instead of spiking straight down. For example, he is now able to do a touch spike if he is too close to the net. This development increases Hinata's offensive capabilities. Hinata later increases his defensive abilities when he learns the close receive, a blocking technique where he backs up for a block and uses the power of the spike against his opponent while pushing the ball over the net. This increases his blocking technique. He then learns the block out, where he initially hits the ball at the blocker's fingertips so that it can land out of bounds on the opponent's side to score a point. Bokuto also teaches Hinata how to feint. Hinata acts like he is about to spike with his full power, but then lightly touches the ball over the net. These two techniques expand Hinata's offensive arsenal. Soon, as predicted by someone else, his instinct turns into intuition. Previously, Hinata would sometimes just end up in the right position and do something amazing. When Kageyama is sent to a top-tier training camp and Hinata isn't, the difference in abilities is made clear and Hinata is forced to get even better. When he acted as a ball boy, his intuition activated and he was able to greatly improve his receiving. He used his ball boy position as a chance to practice receiving spikes. He also learns the split step, a technique that allows him to quickly position himself for a block. After receiving multiple spikes and watching others receive, Hinata expands his abilities. This is important because before, Hinata could only do offense consistently, but now he is slowly becoming a full-fledged volleyball player. During nationals, Hinata is not only able to show off his new receiving, but almost completely master it along with his positioning. Hinata goes from only being able to spike in the godlike quick, to evolving the quick, to learning new ways to score points, to learning tactics to blocking, to scoring without Kageyama, and finally to receiving almost as well as a libero. All that's left for Hinata to become an all-around player is to learn how to perform special serves and to learn how to set balls for spikers. Haikyuu starts the protagonist with very few skills that are advantageous to the sport, and then has the protagonist slowly learn and even master the basics, all the while they improve what they started out with. But all of this happens at a very slow pace. Hinata takes it one step at a time. This is not only realistic, but advantageous for a long-running manga, and it avoids the problems of power escalation without getting rid of it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.